What's up YouTube? Capital G here, showing you guys maybe the greatest deck that I have ever made, but also possibly the worst deck that I have ever made. I know you guys are looking at this and like, what the hell is this garbage concoction? This is what I call the Bible Black special. If you don't know what Bible Black is, it's probably for the better. And if you're under the age of 18, I don't think that I can legally tell you to go watch it. So yeah, if you don't know what it is, just keep on not knowing what it is. This started as a basic kaiju deck. This was on my live stream and somebody in the chat was like, you know, hey Cap, can you play some kaijus? And I was like, sure, I can do that. But I wanted to build kind of like a pure version of kaiju because the only kaijus that I had were Grado kaijus. And I was like, I'm just going to build like a pure version. So I started throwing in the Gamma Seals and all the other big kaiju monsters. I threw in some Slumbers. I threw in, you know, like the basic stuff, the stuff that pretty much everybody runs, like Waterfront, and, you know, I threw in X-Files and all that basic stuff. And then, much like a lot of my other terrible decks, I was coerced by my chat to include terrible cards and to just utterly ruin this, which is why it got the name the Bible Black Special, because it ended up being something dark, terrible, and disturbing. As you see, you know, there's many questions you guys are going to ask, like why are there 3 baby dragons in this deck? Why is the full set of Exodia in here? Why Jerry Beans Man? How does that help the deck out? And then of course, this wouldn't be a deck without, you know, the full gauntlet of the Gate Guardian pieces and Gate Guardian himself. So this deck ended up being absolutely the worst thing that you guys will probably see any YouTuber play, but I decided to go ahead and actually play this because I feel like if I let my chat troll me and then I don't play the deck, then I feel like they win. Now, I did run rank up to 7th one because I personally like that card, so that was all me. If you guys are like, what about rank up to I actually just like that card. I feel like it's a luck stat card, and considering this deck was going to be pretty terrible, and I knew I'd have dead draws for days, I thought that I needed a couple of Luxacky cards, and that's actually why that's one of the reasons why I ran 3 Lightning Vortex and 3 Twin Twisters, because I knew I was gonna have a lot of dead draws. I was gonna be like, all right, watch me end up top decking a piece of Exodia or something random like that. So I wanted to actually have discard outlets if I was going to be running all of these dead cards, and I threw the stupidities in there because I thought that I would need +1s because I wasn't going to be able to make advantage easily unless I had like Slumber or Waterfront, because there's just not a lot of pluses in this deck. So let me show you guys a match or a duel that I actually played. And yes, I actually did take this deck into ranked, by the way, too. This is not the ranked match, but I actually took this into ranked and won. If you guys want to see that, just let me know in the comment section. But I'm playing this on stream, and when I play against people on stream, they really don't hold any punches. Like they don't pull any punches. Like for the most part, they play legitimate decks. Like, you know, this guy, I believe he's playing Performa Pals, so we all know Performa Pals are an extremely strong deck, and I think he even opened pretty strong too. I decided to go second. I don't know why I keep pausing and going back to that song, whatever it is. And of course, I open up with the Baby Dragon too strong. I click on it and I'm like, well, I lost. Because look at my opening hand: Baby Dragon, Twin Twister, Neospatian Grand Mole. What can I do? And then as soon as I saw that he was playing like Pendulum Magicians, I was like, okay, well, obviously, you know, I'm not gonna get a free win here. This dude's playing a legitimate deck, and I'm playing fucking Baby Dragon Kaiju. So this is not gonna go well. So he gets himself a Dragon Pit, and I think he got an Oath Dragon Magician. Yeah, I think he may have gotten like an Oath Dragon Magician. He's going to set the scales, or as they say on Yu-Gi-Oh! RV, setting scales. Or is it's like pendulum setting, something like that. That's what they say on the what's it called. He pendulums 2, including Corinne, which is obviously a really good card. So I'm like, okay, well, I need to get Corinne off the field. Otherwise, I'm just gonna lose right here and now. I do tribute the Corinne, and I'm like, oh, okay. This is not terrible. I decided to go Grand Mole and attack over the Kaiju, bounce it to my hand. Like Grand Mole, I think every build that runs Kaiju should run Grand Mole. It's so good because you can just bounce and summon and bounce and summon. It's really, really good. So I give him the what's it called? I give him the Dagaran again, and now I actually got rid of both his monsters. I'm feeling pretty good because if I can Twin Twister his scales, now that his protection is pretty much off the board because he had that pendulum. He had the pendulum card protection. Now that he lost that protection, I'm like, holy crap, I'm actually in this. But his top decking skills are way better than mine. So he ends up top decking a copy of Oak Dragon Magician. Which, by the way, I feel like if he didn't get that, I think I actually just would have probably won, because I would have bounced that Kaiju back to his hand, and he ends up getting the Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragon back to his hand, and then he plays it, and then he gets to search, and I'm like, oh crap, now I'm just in really bad position. Now I was thinking, I started second guessing myself here, and I was like, maybe I should have Lightning Vortex the Duragon, but I was like, man, whatever. So I end up getting another Kaiju. I got Thunder King. And I'm probably going to go for the same play that I went for last turn, which is just a simple give my opponent a Kaiju, summon Grand Mole, bounce to my hand. I mean, right now, this is the only semblance of a win condition that I actually have. So I'm going to run with it essentially until, you know, it stops working. Now, he does summon his, I think that's Odd Eyes Mirage Dragon. Yeah, it is. So he summons Odd Eyes Mirage Dragon. It's not really that powerful. I had to read it, and I topped that Hip Hippo because Hip Hippo is just like so good. running one copy of Hip Hippo, and I actually draw it. So I'm gonna go ahead and Lightning Vortex him. I'm thinking between Baby Dragon and Hip Hippo, which one I want to pitch. I pitch Hip Hippo because I'm like, yo, Baby Dragon has 1200 attack, so we'll go with that. I attack him directly. This guy uses Rippling Mirror Force. He's using Johnny Mirror Force on a freaking Baby Dragon. So Baby Dragon is, I end up lulling. I'm like, Baby Dragon is confirmed too strong for this guy. I can't really use that on a fucking Baby Dragon. And then he ends up topping Noble. He tops Noble Dragon Magician, and he attacks me directly. I still feel pretty good though, because Grand Mole can just beat over that thing. But I actually don't need to go Grand Mole. So I end up top decking another Kaiju. I give him that, and then you guys know what I'm pretty much going to do here. Summon my own Kaiju, go Neospatian Grand Mole, end up bouncing. And I mean, I guess it could have been worse. I could have top decked all those terrible Exodia pieces and stuff in my deck that I definitely didn't want. But the fact that I was able to open with Grand Mole plus the Kaijus is pretty much what like gave me any chance in this duel. I still thought it was advantage him, because if he got like a Pendulum Scale, he could easily just go for Corinne and bounce me, and I wouldn't really have, you know, that, like I would only have, you know, my Kaijus as outs to Corinne, but he could possibly make a comeback if he set the scales, obviously. Now, at this point, I got kind of hyped because I was like, holy crap, I think I have enough to kill this guy. So I end up hitting him for 33 and 900. And then I'm like, I have to read Hippo Carnival because I'm like, can I just activate this? Get my, I didn't know if it's summoned from the graveyard. So I was like, I think I can just summon this from the graveyard. And I think I just end up winning. And sure enough, I end up getting my Hippo, and then he ends up rage quitting. And that wasn't... That wasn't very nice, dude. Like, I just won. I wanted to bask in the glory of my win. But yeah, the worst deck ever created actually ends up winning, guys. And if you want to see a ranked match, just let me know in the chat, because yes, I did actually play in ranked, and that match was highly entertaining as well. But again, thank you guys for watching. As always, just wanted to show you guys even the worst decks that you could possibly build can actually still win in Yu-Gi-Oh! Because that's the type of game that we have. Thank you guys for watching as always.